So y'all like my work, huh? Let me give you a closer look. Y'all have already seen these, but this is what they look like with the lights off. Just 5mm plywood, laser cut. I have access to a laser CNC machine, so I just designed it in Inkscape and cut it out myself, put it together, slap some LEDs in it, simple stuff. But these are just the top parts of the RC unit, which is this down here. And this is actually the second model. The first one had regular DC motors. These are actually hoverboard motors, so they're extremely powerful and extremely dangerous. They're controlled by these guys. These are the FlipSky Vesks, and those are probably the best electronic speed controllers you can use. They're actually most commonly used for electric skateboards. Back here is all the batteries. That's two 4S batteries giving me 18 amps of power to the motors, and those are two 2S batteries that go to all the lights and everything else. These right here, the Arduinos on the custom PCB board, those are actually what control all the lights and everything. So there's 4 different strips of NeoPixels, and I can change the color depending on the event that I'm going to, the time of year, things like that. It makes it completely customizable in all sorts of different ways. Big shout out to Painless360 on YouTube for helping me out with the controls, because as big and powerful as this thing is, I really need to be able to dial back the power in like crowded places and stuff like that. So he showed me using global variables how I can actually use one of the sliders to dial back the overall limits. And long story short, now the thing has safety precautions and I don't have to worry about accidentally taking out a stroller. And at this point I'm really just showing off, but the speed controllers have a Bluetooth modulator that connects to an app and can give you real-time diagnostic readouts and speed, so that's also fun to have. Let's flip it on real quick and I'll show you some other details. New to this one is the inclusion of servos that just run a belt that turn these gears here. That the whole purpose of them is just to cast shadows and, with the lights and everything. Originally, it was supposed to pull on this, which made the legs move, but I did my geometry wrong and I realized I couldn't get both of them to work properly, so I figured these are going to bounce while it drives down the road anyway. It's going to look just fine, so I might as well make these look as good as they can as well, figuring all the time and energy I put into them. And along with that, it's got 3 different strips of LEDs with 3 different microcontrollers controlling each one. So this section here on the outside, on both of them, is 1 strip. This as well, along with the one on the other side, is 1 strip. And then the entire body on the inside is 1 strip. So I can get them all with different timings, different colors, different scenarios, whatever. And it just looks really interesting when you mix it properly. Also, it has Underglow, which is the 4th microcontroller that you saw earlier. But if you have any questions, feel free to leave them, because honestly, the existence of this thing is something that I really can't explain. It just happened, and even after it was done, I remember looking at it and thinking, I don't know how I willed this into existence, but here it is. So if you have any more questions, feel free to ask. I have no problem answering for you.